Everyone should know by now that I don't lie. And anyone that says I lie, they're lying. It's funny, it's true. And here's the thing, I will tell you that some of the best parts of my life were in giving. The best parts of, here's the thing, the best you can get out of your life is in what you do give. There is a lot of joy. There is a lot. The thing that was most pleasing to me about being a good dad was that I knew I was. I 100% know that some of the greatest things that I ever managed to pull off in my life that were undeniably good. And I sure as shit don't know what's gone on, but I do know that there are a lot of battles and a lot of dark lies and a lot of really dark manipulative people surrounding my daughter. And this evil witch, not dropping names, here's the thing, I mean, you can't even give her a name because she's got too many fucking fake names. And everything about these people is fake. I don't want to get into the history because I also think some of the things that I could say and would say would also hurt my child. And at 19, she can take a little more pains and a little tough things. But here's the thing. Love is all that I have to offer everyone. All the bad people, all the things that have done, and all their mistakes. And I'm trying to convince them to just repent, come to the right side, the good way in your life, and choose to be with Jesus. This really will help you all out of the serious satanic, demonic situations you're in. And the other thing is, back to the generous enjoyments out of being selfless and kind. If you have not gone next door to the old lady and shoveled her driveway or painted her house or fence, if you haven't done something kind and selfless, feeding homeless people, I hear more people complaining about their tough lives than I do help. You know what I mean? Like, they're tent cities and stuff, they're destroying it. Yeah, no, sorry. If you want to be mad at someone, be mad at the satanic system that makes it so unaffordable to even own a home. That when the drugs they legalize and, the angels from hell and so forth that run all these drugs all over the city, and you would get mad at the people that are stuck on these drugs and they can't clean themselves up because of the pains that they have from not even owning a home. Here's the thing. Feeding them is a very beautiful, kind thing to do, because some of them can't even afford to properly eat, and you're not going to get off bad drugs if you don't have a good meal. So win-win, right? Kindness feels good. Kindness is good. Love wins on every account. And here's another thing. People keep going on about this wealth and all this money and all this whatever. And here's the thing, as rich as I've ever been and as generous as I've ever been, and all the money that I've ever had was there to help people. I have never used my money aside from the only abuse that it has served was alcohol and drugs. And still very mild compared to most of the people with these kind of problems. And here's the thing, I don't drink, I don't use drugs, and I will never do those things again in my life. But what I will tell you is this, if I was to have $10-20 million in my pocket today, I would not spend a dollar on myself. I mean, aside from maybe eating my food, and aside from maybe buying some housing for my daughter, or maybe some of the street people. Here's the thing, I don't know what my charities will be, but I know that my entire wealth, if I was rich in any kind of way, would be spent on everyone else, because that's who I am. I'm not here for the flesh and the minds and traps of Satan. No, I'm here to escape them and help you to escape. And here's the thing, if I can help you to have some comfort and some love and a place to stay and some drug treatments and some alcohol anonymous kind of mentalities that help you escape these traps, Well, that's what I'm going to help you with. And here's the thing. I'm telling you, not $1, aside from maybe my coffee and, you know, the world. Here's the thing. You're born into the world with nothing, and you will die with nothing. You will die with nothing, with Satan for sure. But here's the thing. What I die to is the wealth of God. That is true wealth. It's love. And here's the thing. To all the darkness in the world, there is no darkness in God. There is only love, and the light of God is so bright that there is nothing dim around it. It can't even stand it. There's nothing dark that can even be within God, because God is just perfection and love. So that's the wealth. That is what you have. You can branch off of that vine of Jesus. And this is what I'm trying to convince everyone to pay some mind to. Pay attention. That's the wealth offering I have for everyone. And that's the one that God has given you too. Jesus was sent down. He was a gift of a body of God as into the flesh to be the experience of life without sin for us all to escape this trap of Satan. Anyway, I've given all the good information on this. And here's the other good information I'm giving you. You want some real wealth in life? Go give to someone. Help someone. If all you have is complaints and resistance and selfishness, you're starving already. There is no wealth in you if you don't have love and kindness. I love you. Find some love. Bye. Here's the thing. The rich man can actually get to heaven. The rich man getting through the eye of the needle, it is possible. It's not likely, but it is possible. And I can prove it to you. Because I could really be rich and still be within the grace and love of God. Because I've said this before too, and it's another good example of you can hit a nail with a hammer and build a house, or you can fucking hit me in the head, which coincidentally it's the love of money versus the love of God and the love of everyone and people and so forth. This life is you come into it with nothing, you'll leave with nothing as well. And how you spend your time with what you are given is in the generosity of it for others. And here's the thing, this is also a true story, and I've experienced it firsthand. I have actually gone without a meal on occasion to give someone else a meal. Okay? That's the wealth. That is true wealth. It's the generosity and the selflessness that loves others and understands the pain of them as well. And what these people that did those miserable, painful things and hurting me was help me realize it even more was always my strength. And here's the people that wanted to steal it from me instead of just asking, because I was there to help them the entire time. I really was there to help everyone, including my ex, the mother of my child, and my daughter. And here's the thing, most certainly, I look forward to the generosity that I have to offer with my daughter. I always will. And as I said, $24 million later is all spent on everyone and helping everyone else. And if I can eat a good meal and maybe even have a car, they already fucking stole most everything I had. And here's the thing, I don't really fucking care, because it's nothing. Here's the truth to everything that I have to offer, is love is the winner. It really is the win. Love. And here's the thing, this is a truth that you can't escape. You're going to see that it's the win. And here's the thing, there's only Satan in your head telling you it's not a win. Escape that dark voice that's telling you bullshit and lies. Escape it. Kindness, love, truth, Jesus, and I love you, and I'll buy you a house. Just be nice, repent, and tell me some good things. I don't need to hear all the horror stories. I already know most of them. Fucking horror stories. And your plans were very dark. Here's the thing. I could still make a good song out of a very sad, bad song you had planned and written. I love you.